As you know, our friend Joan Lunden fought a very public battle with breast cancer last year. Now a survivor, she's become an advocate for others in the fight. And Hoda is here with more on Joan's journey.
We have been following Joan's journey very, very closely, and she is on the other side. Joan's made it her mission to help other women battling the disease and overall health and wellness by opening up about her own story. Take a look. It's been over a year since Joan Lunden was diagnosed with breast cancer.
It's a shame you have to go through something that almost takes life away to appreciate it more.
She spent 9 months battling the disease, a journey she shared with her fans.
And I'm just trying to build up my stamina.
Her mammogram was clean, but an ultrasound picked up the tumor.
With all this chemotherapy.
She had aggressive stage 2 triple-negative breast cancer. Her initial treatment included 12 rounds of toxic chemotherapy and then a lumpectomy.
I have the wires going into the breast.
In a brave move, Joan Lunden appeared bold and bald on the cover of People magazine.
We're doing this, we're losing our hair in order to live and survive and be there for our families.
Last fall, to raise awareness for breast cancer, Joan, Tamron, and I joined 100 women for our Pink Power on the Plaza.
We are at the radiation center for my very last dose of radiation.
After 4 more rounds of chemotherapy and radiation every day for 6 weeks, this past winter, her treatment came to an emotional end.
It's a very kind of mixed set of emotions with the last day and kind of re-entering normal again.
Now in remission for over 5 months, a new memoir, Had I Known, and the birth of her first grandson, Joan Lunden has a lot to celebrate.
She certainly does.
Yes.
Joan, good morning. Nice. We're all sitting here crying.
I
I see that footage every time I cry. It gets me every time. First of all, belated happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
A lot to celebrate.
Oh, yeah. You know, what a difference a year makes. A year ago, my daughter Lindsay gave birth to little Parker, and it was one of the sickest days. I was in the middle of chemo, and it was, you know, I just wanted everything to be wonderful that day, and I didn't want anybody to know how bad I felt.
Yeah.
And here a year later, little Mason was born, a beautiful little boy, 2 weeks ago today. And, you know, I'm strong, I'm through the journey, I survived.
Well, you know what's great? You've had an amazing life. I mean, you worked on Good Morning America, you traveled the world, but now you have like a purpose-driven life.
Yes.
It's completely changing gears, right?
I think it's hard for someone to understand how a survivor can say that cancer was actually a gift, but I have to tell you, I mean, one would think it would be a year I would want to forget, but it was really very memorable, and it changed the trajectory of my life and my career. I'm in Washington advocating for women's health. I wrote the book. I started the channel Alive with Joan, and it's all good. I like the fact that it kind of propelled me and put me out in front of this.
But I was thinking about you last night. Before you went through this, could you have envisioned yourself as an advocate? Did you think you'd be the kind of person who would get out in front of something like this?
You know, I've always been a health advocate for women. I think I'm that wannabe doctor that never became a doctor. But this I never would have imagined myself being in front of the breast cancer world. I used to see everybody in pink, and I don't know if I really got it. Well, believe me, I now get it. I mean, I understand that there's an incredible healing in the power of just everybody reaching out, and I think it's a natural instinct that if you make it through and you survive, that you made a little pact with that lady upstairs.
Not lost on me. That's all right.
But being
that I'll reach my hand out and help someone else.
Some people are shaped by breast cancer, and some people I think are defined by it, becomes their calling. How does it feel when people now look at you with everything that you've done and accomplished in your life, and that's what they see now, a breast cancer survivor?
No one needs to be defined by their breast cancer, but in my case, I think I'm a little bit different because I understand that I have the potential of making a difference in this fight. So when, you know, the end comes, that little dash on my tombstone represents what I could do in this world, I'm fine with that. I'm good with that.
You're going to be a special correspondent for us all month long, Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and as part of that, you're going to have a lot of airtime to communicate things to others who are still in the fight. Are there two things that jump out at you that you want others to know?
First of all, women have to be really vigilant. We're the only ones monitoring our own body. Do your self-breast exams. Don't worry about these articles that say it'll raise your anxiety. You need to be your own best advocate, and you need to really know what's going on. And you need to get all your screenings, because the whole thing is you want to catch it early. If you catch it early, we live in a wonderful time with amazing medicine. And the other thing, if you happen to be diagnosed, once you get over freaking out, and you will, expect to win. It makes a big difference. Expect to win and be vigilant and try to stay engaged in life.
One of my bosses said, a great statement, he said, I know a lot of women with breast cancer and they all have one thing in common. And I said, what's that? And he said, they're still here. So it is, if you find it early, it's one of those things you can get. Joan, we're so excited about having you here all week. Starting next Thursday and Friday, you're going to have lots of surprises. We're going to see you out on the plaza. So for more information, you've got to sign up. Go to today.com, find that pink power button, and get with Joan.
Yeah, and happy birthday again.
Thank you.
Great having you with us.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.